Hello and welcome back to Persona 3 Reload. We are going to summer school starting tomorrow, so I think what we're going to do is talk to people, maybe spend some time with Aigis, and then go to summer school, I guess. Seems like it's that simple. Let's start by talking to Ikutsuki.
You see,
I don't want to hear that your grades are slipping because you're spending too much time in Tartarus. There's nothing I can do to help with that. So study hard and do your best in summer school. Here? We've already read that one. Alright. We'll leave you alone for now. Ooh, hello. So I guess this means I can take Koromaru for a walk today. Interesting. Hello. Let's talk.
Let's see.
I get not wanting to attend summer school, but I think it's necessary. After we defeat the rest of the shadows, we'll become ordinary high school students again. And if we fall behind on our studies now, we'll be in big trouble later. Ha, that's it. Junpei the Wise has yet another brilliant idea. All I have to do is become a dog. Then I won't have to go to summer school either.
Yes?
Koro-chan is trying to say something. I bet he's complimenting me for being so smart.
Are you stupid or something?
I bet he's laughing at you, saying how stupid you are, stupid. Hello. Summer school starts tomorrow. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm dreading it.
yeah, seriously.
Damn right. Hey, Koromaru, want to switch places with me? Alright, we gotta hang out with the dog. We have to. It's like required. Hello, dog. We're gonna hang out with you. Arf. Koromaru is looking at me with pleading eyes. He seems to want to go for a walk. Let's go.
Oh, hey, what's up? Is that your dog?
Yeah.
Wow, he looks like a smart one. Unlike his owner. I'm just joking.
Wait a second. We just got points for meeting Kenji here. So we just got points towards the social link in an event which is not us hanging out with them. Oh, very interesting. Although I think I had this exact same event in FES. Like this was the first event when you went walking with the dog. So I don't know whether it's going to be exactly the same because in FES I think it was just Kenji and then it was mostly party members after that. Interesting. Anyway, carry on.
So, how's life, man? And I love how the girl in that show has this mature vibe. You know what I mean? What? Whoa. Looks like this guy's had his fair share of fun. Guess we should start heading home then. See you at school.
See ya. Koromaru and I returned to the dorm. So, interesting, that was a walk, but that did not count as something that was going to increase his ability, unless, of course, you have to do 3 walks. Interesting. We'll see. Summer school. I'm assuming this means it's going to take our day, and then
Good morning.
in the evening we'll get, like, time to do what we like, but we'll see. Morning. Phew, it's already so hot at this hour. By the way, have you heard anything about the dates for the health checkup? I think I did.
What?
You don't sound very sure. Yours is on August 14th, Zaplakun. Don't forget, okay? Anyway, it's seriously too hot out here. Let's hurry and get inside. I need to be in a classroom with air conditioning stat. Okay. Oh, we get a daytime thing. Okay. It's the first day of summer school. Despite the summer heat, I managed to pay attention to the lecture. And this is going to give us academics, I assume? Okay, so we're probably going to get up to 5 academics easily from this. Okay. Do we actually get a daytime slot? I'm assuming we don't because it's not real school. Yeah. We don't even get an evening slot. Wow. Oh no. It's him again.
Let's get on with today's lesson.
I know it's hard, everyone, but let's just try and get through class. Focus, pocus. Still, who would have thought that people would actually attend this course over the summer? You sure are a curious lot. I'm not really sure what to make of that. Well, anyway, let's talk about something interesting today. All you future magicians will want to pay close attention. Hee hee hee. Today's subject is tarot. That's right, those cards often used in fortune telling. Despite originating in 15th century Europe as normal playing cards, tarot cards evolved into tools of divination. There are a variety of tarot card decks, including the Marseille and the Rider decks, but today, in honor of the great Crowley, we'll be using the Thoth deck.
So, continuing
First,
on.
let's talk about the composition of the deck. The modern 78 card tarot deck is divided into two parts. There are 22 major arcana, the face cards, and then 56 minor arcana, or the number cards. The minor arcana are also sometimes called pip cards. The major arcana feature a variety of illustrations on their faces, beginning with the Fool and ending with the Universe. They tell a story in numerical order that represents an individual's journey through life. Each major arcana represents a stage on that journey. And each stage represents an event that an individual must experience to achieve wholeness.
Let's do just that.
They are all important, so let's take a look at each of the 22 cards one by one. The first card, numbered 0, is the Fool. It represents beginnings and suggests infinite possibilities. Now, it is going to go through all of them. In FES I could not believe that it would go through all of them, but it does. But they line up with the social link that you have for them. So the description here should in theory line up with the social link. So the Fool is R1, so we have the Fool, and we have the social link with, I think Fool is leveled up by leveling up your link with C's. So represents beginnings, it's the first one we got, suggests infinite possibilities, while we are able to use any persona, right? We are able to have control of the story, therefore the Fool. In other words, the beginning of life. Next card, the Magician, represents action and initiative, but also immaturity. So Magician is Kenji. So he's taking the initiative and action with the teacher that he's trying to romance, but he's a little bit naive about it. You know, it lines up. The High Priestess represents contemplation and inner knowledge. Can't remember who High Priestess is, it might be Mitsuru. Although that might be Empress. Anyway. The Empress represents both motherhood and maternal love as well as one's vitality. The Emperor is an opposing card. It represents fatherhood as well as leadership and decision-making skills. So that is Hidetoshi, and that's the student council person. So again, it makes sense. It's leadership and decision-making skills. Not so much the fatherhood part, but you get the idea. The Hierophant represents formality and knowledge. It's a symbol for religion. So Hierophant is, that's the bookstore. So I guess formality and knowledge, kind of wisdom and age kind of thing going on there. Interesting.
That is to say...
The Lovers represents choice. Here the individual begins to develop a conscience. Okay. So that is somebody, Yukari. The Chariot represents the individual's victory, but only a momentary one. So that is sports. So that is the that's Kaz, the person with the knee injury. Justice is exactly what it sounds like, knowing what is right and what is wrong. That is the person that we spent a lot. That's Chihiro, and it's all about like her one goes into a little bit of a justice thing, right? It goes into the did she steal it, didn't she steal it, who did it? You know, there's a little right and wrong in there. The Hermit represents self-reflection. In other words, searching for answers deep within one's heart. Hermit we don't have yet, so we'll skip it. Fortune represents fate and the opportunities it brings. Fortune is... We've done Fortune. I'm now just scrolling through in my head, in my mind palace, going, which one is Fortune? No idea. I can't tell you. Strength represents both passion and self-control. Is depicted as power with reason. That is Yuko, the one that we got from doing the Kaz's one. So somebody we haven't spent a lot of time with here, but it kind of fits. The Hanged Man reflects the individual's inability to take action. So Hanged Man is the child, Maiko. So this is very much inability to take action over the divorce here is what it's kind of going for. Spiritual death awaits the individual of the 13th card, which is aptly named Death. Well, I mean, that's the child who visits us in the night. Death is considered a transitional card. With death, the old ends and the new begins.
Alright.
Now let's move on to what happens following the transition. Temperance is the balancing of opposites. Opening one's eyes to the world allows for growth. Okay. And I can't remember who Temperance was. Wait, no, I got Hermit wrong previously. I think I said Hermit was one that we hadn't met. No, we have met Hermit. Sorry. Let's go back here. Hermit is, that is the computer. Yeah, okay. Can't remember Temperance. Although, that might be Fuka. And then an encounter with the devil is where one faces temptation. That's Tanaka, who we'll meet in the evening at some point. At the tower, the individual's values will start to collapse. It seems as if there's nothing to believe in. That's someone that we'll meet later. The individual then finds a glimmer of hope in the star, granting one peace and serenity. The star is our rival. In turn, this makes one vulnerable to the moon's illusions, which gives way to fear and trepidation. So, the moon was the Gourmet King. So, you know, he's vulnerable to illusions, he's vulnerable to the cult. And because he's scared, and yeah, it kind of makes sense. But the individual may be rewarded with a bright future by the sun, which signifies true achievement. I don't know which one the sun is. Unless I got sun and star mixed up, but I don't think I did. Judgment awaits the individual at journey's end, when looking back on the path one has traveled. The final card is the universe, which represents the individual reaching full awareness. That's the growth of an individual as explained by the tarot cards. Perhaps all this talk about life doesn't hit home with you young folks just yet,
Well then.
Well, now you can use all 78 cards to divine the future in detail. Most people only use the 22 major arcana. Okay, next let's talk about fortune telling using major arcana. First, you'll need to shuffle the cards. If the card is reversed, its meaning will change. Now this is important, so pay attention. Mr. Itagawa continues to drone on and on. Despite the summer heat, I managed to pay attention to his lecture. Alright, now let me access the menu so I can go through the social links. That's what I want to do now, just go, did I get those right? Who did we miss? Anyway. We're not going to be allowed to, are we? Nope, more summer school. Okay, same thing as the first day. More academics. Okay. So this section of the game, in case you haven't realized it, is basically the game trying to pace the days a little bit better by skipping some of them. Because basically, if you weren't doing this during summer vacation, in FES you didn't even have you couldn't even hang out with your party members really. So you would basically just be doing the bookshop, Maiko, and maybe the rival social links over and over again. Maybe Gourmet King, although I don't even think he's available. You just be doing those over and over again for days on end. So this is them trying to break it up, basically. That's all this is. Which doesn't make a lot of sense, obviously, in this game, because in this game you have a lot of other things you could be doing with your time. But anyway, academics is now level 5. You'll have to see it. And now it's Friday, the last day of our summer school. It's almost time to head to summer school. We need to stop by Tatsumi Memorial Hospital on the way back later today. Oh yeah, for our checkup. Okay, we were told about that. Oh no.
I guess we'll get started.
Now let's begin. Yod hey vey hey. How are you all handling the heat? I could brew you some of my special tea if you'd like. Now let's continue with our special summer course, The Truth Behind Magic. I'll be talking about Kabbalah. I assume all of you have at least heard of Kabbalah, yeah? It is known as this mystical study of the Hebrew scriptures, but as I've mentioned before, it had a great impact on Western society. It's been said that to learn the secrets of magic, you must first understand Kabbalah.
Okay then.
So who was the person who formed this incredible ideology known as Kabbalah? Well, according to legend, it was Moses. Yes, that Moses. The Moses who gave us the 10 Commandments and split the Red Sea. But in reality, it was formulated by a group of rabbis long, long ago. However, because it features such a complex coded system, Kabbalah did not become known to the Western world until much later. Now, it's important to note that there are many different ancient methods of deciphering Kabbalah. For example, there is gematria, the interpretation of text by replacing letters with the numbers they represent. There is notarikon, where you take a letter from each word to form another sentence or thought. There's also tamura, a method where letters of words are replaced, thereby giving the sentence a new meaning. All of these different methods make it difficult to fully comprehend Kabbalah.
So, continuing on.
Now, one of the most important ideas of Kabbalah is the Tree of Life, comprised of the 10 Sephirot. Most illustrations depict it as a chart shaped like a tree. The 10 nodes represented by the Sephirot and the 22 paths connecting them all come together to form a map of God's creation and the spiritual ascent of men. Where did we come from? Where are we going? These answers lie in the Sephirot. When training your magic, it's important to picture the Sephirot every so often. When you are meditating, you should focus on the Sephirot as well. This is going to be on the test, you know. They say knowledge is another form of magic, so study hard. If you find yourself struggling, well, you may wish to turn to the Sephirot. By the way, did you all notice that I said there were 22 paths, the same number as the tarot? Yeah, that's right, the same number as the major arcana I spoke of before. Now, continuing on, according to Kabbalah, existence is broken up into 4 worlds. Oh yes, before I forget, I'll be giving supplementary lessons at the nurse's office as of the 2nd semester. I'm thinking of doing demonstrations with tarot cards.
As such.
I don't have time for that during the lecture, so if you're interested, stop by after school. Yes, if you're interested in more, stop by after school. We may or may not do that. It may be not today. Everyone is welcome. Mr. Itagawa continues to drone on and on. Despite the summer heat, I managed to pay attention to his lecture. So this is also the game basically giving you the their background for how this could kind of link into things that are talked about in real life. Basically. Okay, I should go to the Memorial Hospital for my checkup. Well, let's go.
Thanks for being so patient. That just about concludes your checkup.
Like how we were put in a room with no lights.
Sorry yours ended up taking so much longer than everyone else's.
That's alright.
Oh, I'm glad to hear you say that. Although we could have done it another time and taken a full day for it. Your persona abilities are rather unusual compared to the others, aren't they? That's why we had to run so many more tests on you. Well, based on how you performed so far, I don't expect there to be any problems. Persona abilities can be dangerous, depending on how they're used. With that in mind, it can't hurt to err on the side of caution. How are you feeling about it? Do you have any concerns about your power?
None at all.
Good to hear. And I don't think there will be any issues with your test results either. I truly am grateful for everything the team has done, especially you. Things have really changed for the better since you arrived. Our team has grown, and we've even figured out how we can eliminate the dark hour. In a way, you've sort of gotten the clock ticking for us again. It's almost as if we were just waiting for you these past 10 years. I'm afraid I can only support you from behind the scenes. But I'll be counting on you to eliminate the 4 remaining shadows. Now then, it's getting pretty late. Why don't we get you back to the door? Oops, excuse me for a second. Hello? Oh, thanks for your help the other day. Uh-huh. Yes. It's missing from that document? It's urgent? Wait, but by today?
Looks like you received an urgent call. I should head back to the dorm alone.
Iwatodai. This is the final train bound for Tatsumi Port Island. Please board before the scheduled departure time.
Okay. Dark hour?
Oh, it looks like you're at Iwatodai Station now.
Uh-huh, it looks like you're stalking me.
It's so late. We were starting to get worried. Did you run into any trouble?
My checkup took a while.
Oh, I see. I hope everything's alright. I'll let Kirijo-senpai know. We're in the command room right now. I'll go ahead and navigate you back to the dorm. I'm sure you'll be fine, but considering what happened with Koro-chan, I'd rather play it safe.
I think we know the way back to the dorm, but we'll say thanks.
Wait, I can sense a shadow! And it's really close to you! It's over at the Moonlight Bridge! It's too dangerous to go alone. You should stay put until everyone else gets there. Oh no! There's another reading near the shadow! It's a person!
Well, I'll buy some time.
Oh, wait!
Oh,
Oh my. And what have we here?
I have absolutely no idea whether this is new or old content, but it's definitely cool.
So much power, so much chaos. I'd not be foolish enough to turn my back on such a predator. And on top of that, we have an unexpected guest tonight. Not a very favorable situation, all things considered. So, given this little predicament, how do you intend to partake?
I'm here to help.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend, is it? Sound reasoning.
Wait a second. Really?
What a hapless night, is it not? Well then, shall we begin?
Okay, this is new content. This is definitely new content. Debilitate lowers every stat. That's what that does.
No,
Okay.
I'll go with.
Let's start
Never
with
mind.
figure out how I want to handle this one here. We got someone we can switch to who might be better. Maybe we'll switch here and we'll drop in a little Tarunda to lower its attack. Now I don't get to control him.
So that's your strategy.
Uh-huh.
Can you dodge this?
That's fine.
What to do?
Fire? Resisted. Okay.
I'm impressed. It's tougher than it looks. He'll make a good target.
Well that's heavy dark, I think. Might want to drop in a little heal if we... Well, we do have a Medea. If we got better heal? Maybe not. We could go with the one who's immune to dark, though. And then,
This one.
then attack it.
That was quite the spectacle. But It's time to end this. Can you dodge this? As a reward for your efforts, let me show you my power. Come! Persona! How about this? The finale was surprisingly unsatisfying, wasn't it?
Ooh. The defeated shadow seems to have dropped something. That looks like a gun. That is a gun.
Your persona ability is truly fascinating. It's different from the one I saw the last time, isn't it? So, you can choose from multiple personas to fit the situation. You must be burdened with an extremely unusual fate. It seems your friend has arrived. Then I suppose I'll have to be on my way for tonight. What is your name?
We'll tell him our name. Our name is AlpaxLP.
I'll see to it that I remember.
Hoo-hoo.
Enemies though we may be, I'm not one for leaving a debt unsettled. I shall have to repay you another time.
Are you all right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you already defeat the shadow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good work, but that was an unnecessary risk you took.
Well, I had help.
You can fill me in on the way back. In any case, I'm glad you're okay.
I explained what happened on the way back to the dorm. And now, it's Saturday. Nobody wanted to talk about it? Alright.
Yes.
Oh, there you are. You had a long night, huh? On that note, let's not go to Tartarus tonight. Got it.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. I'd like to look into Strago with the chairman's help. If I find out anything, I'll let you know. Also, I understand your circumstances last night, but try to avoid staying out late from now on. Okay, maybe there's going to be an option for us to skip an evening one and get like a dark hour event. Anyway, last day of summer school. 2 more points of academics. Nice. So we're pretty much finished on all social stats. We just need to get the last level on all of them, which is good. It's a good position to be in. Okay. Evening. Hey, my box. What did we get? Oh yeah, the isotope sodas and the Mad Bulls. Of course. At least summer school's over now, but doesn't it feel like we kind of wasted our summer vacation? I'll have to make a bunch of plans to make up for it. Wonder if anything's going on soon.
I have a suggestion.
I am currently aware of a summer festival tomorrow and a film festival the following day. Oh, that's right. Wait, Igus, are you thinking about going to the festivals?
Yes.
Indeed. My data indicates that festivals and other events of the sort offer unique experiences. So, for investigative purposes, I plan to infiltrate such a shindig.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, let's try not to stand out too much. Okay, so, first of all, clear out that. Then, I can finally access the social link menu. So yeah, these were all fine. Justice was the treasurer, who is, of course, Chihiro Fushimi. Fushimi was the bit I couldn't remember. Hermit's the online game. Fortune is the art club, of course, which we haven't been back to, despite being one of the ones I wanted to do specifically. Yeah, so Fortune is the art club. I forget what he said about Fortune, but there you go. Hanged Man, Death. Temperance is baby, of course. Yes, okay. Star was the rival athlete, and we don't have Sun. Yeah. Okay, and we don't have Tower, but we are, or Devil. I actually don't even know if there is a Sun one. Maybe that's... I guess? I want to say maybe? Anyway. Doesn't really matter. Cool. What I think we're going to do is we're going to end the episode here. Main reason is that we've got the festivals tomorrow, and that is quite a lot. It's going to be good stuff. We got Summer Festival, and I said there was a film festival, although maybe we can't go to the film festival. Anyway, doesn't really matter. We have the Summer Festival tomorrow, and that's going to be cool. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.